Man, it's simple. It's as simple in life. When you have the realest and the greatest around, you bring them back. Without further ado, Gabe Yeefoon, welcome back to the Productive Conversations podcast. What is up, dude?
Hey man, it's good to be back, man. I've been waiting for this day for a while now. When's the last one? When did we do the first one again?
First one was back in late November or
Oh man,
early November or late November. But it was definitely November. So,
it felt like a lifetime, man. But it's been a long time coming, man. I'm hyped. I'm back.
yes, you are, man. How have you been since the last time we talked?
And same old man, trying to survive out here in this crazy world. Me and my girlfriend just working hard and trying to have fun. But it's coming back though. It's been coming back good, so we'll
Definitely,
be all right.
definitely. Right. Yeah. Same here. It's just same old, same old. Just more podcasts since we last talked. I think you were number 10. Now you're, looks like 64, 65. So look at
Wow,
this, man.
man, you've
Just
been
keep
doing, you've been
going.
putting in work. Nice.
Definitely, man. Just have a fun growing this podcast is both for me and the guests and the audience, or the three of us, the audience, guests, and me. So it's just a fun thing for everyone. And it's
Bro.
people like you who are making it possible. Amazing guests, and like we talked about, you're one of my Joey Diaz's coming back on the reg. So
Nah, man. I wish I had the level of like this. I don't even know. Like, I wish I had this type of stories he had, man.
hey, man, you're on that level for this brand though, at least. So
Appreciate it.
so man, just glad to have you back. So one of the things is I want to start with is Gabe. What This has obviously been such a stressful time, the pandemic, but it looks like we really are three-fourths of the way there. I mean, like your girlfriend seen the brunt of it, and we thank people like her co-workers, and all people of health workers. And like, so having said all that, getting towards the end, the day of this recording, my state is eligible. My state, Connecticut, you could get vaccines. New York and New Jersey as well. So our tri-state area. So pretty much at this point, or if not already, everybody who wants a vaccine can get it. And if President Joe Biden sticks to his word, we might have small gatherings 4th of July. And yeah, it's only a few months away. But having said all that, Gabe, what are you looking forward to the most in a post-pandemic world?
Man, I've been thinking about this for a long time. Like, I think just honestly, honestly, I don't even know what to look forward to anymore. Like, even
Mm,
though this has been like just a year really of this, it feels like it's like been a whole lifetime kind of. Like, my whole thing, I've been talking to Caitlin, my girlfriend, about this. Every time I tell her, like, look, babe, when this stuff goes back to normal, like, I'm still gonna be wearing my mask everywhere. I'm gonna
mm-hmm.
be social distancing and stuff like that. Like, I don't think, I don't know, man. Nothing's ever gonna be normal again after this. So that's pretty much what I'm just preparing for. Like, just to stay in like that mindset. Like, oh man, like people are dirty out here, so I might catch something if I get too close. That's how long we've been in this.
Definitely, definitely. Do you feel like, even if I definitely understand where you come from, the masks in general, obviously protecting us from COVID-19, but it's protecting us from the colds and flu, and who else? What other gross things are out there? Does it get you away
Mhm.
from that? Does it protect you from, may not help you get chlamydia, protect you from chlamydia, but it
Oh
helps
my
everything else.
god. Oh my god.
But in all seriousness, I see where you're coming from. That, well, it does help a more healthier life. But do you feel like, if could it take years for a day that you feel like, what, we're at some place that we don't need the mask anymore? Or, as this whole time has been, just taking it day by day?
Yeah, I want to say yeah, eventually. And I wanted to be like that again, but you know, like I said, like this whole pandemic really made me realize just how dirty people are.
Right.
It's not because we have this crazy virus or whatever going around. It's not only because of that, but like just seeing people like during a pandemic still not taking precautions, not washing their, like, people coming out the bathroom not washing their hands, or people putting stuff in their mouth and trying to shake your hand. Like, it's just little things like that, man. Like, you just see how dirty people really are. It's like, man, I like do not want to like
risk
get caught
anything.
off guard, Yeah, like, I don't want to risk anything, man. That's the big, like, thing, this whole thing, so pandemic made me realize.
Yeah, yeah, I'm with you on that too. I'm willing to be patient with it. I do think, as long as there's small gatherings and everyone's vaccinated and everyone's,
Yo, for
keep
sure,
hygiene,
yeah.
that's definitely good. But definitely the subways, the
Yeah,
trains,
it's the
the
hygiene, yeah,
airplanes.
man.
I
Yeah.
I definitely wouldn't oppose having a mask on the reg, and especially when we get to different stages of life, we may need it more and
Hmm.
more. So I really support you there, and then just let your real self to the real ones.
Yeah, that's like that's what we gotta adopt now. Like, we just gotta have to add that to our lives. I
Right,
think
right.
forever, honestly, because it's not gonna go away, man. So
No, we got a while on this, but at least as long as we could keep getting those vaccines, I think we'll be okay. Again, I'm not a medical expert or anything, but I feel like
neither am I.
I feel like maybe we could have like a regular Thanksgiving, a regular Christmas with like small gatherings. I don't think that's too much to ask as long as we keep following these rules and do the right
No,
thing.
definitely not. Like, I know, like, one thing, just to, like, answer your question that you first asked, like, I'm definitely, me and Caitlin, we talked about it. We're definitely trying to go to a baseball game,
Mm-hmm.
whether it be a Yankees game or a
Yes,
Mets
sir.
game, once everything, because I think they said they're gonna start having fans back
Yep,
at a
twenty
much
percent
bigger capacity. Yeah.
for now.
So
And then as
yeah.
we have this recording,
Hmm. Yeah, we're definitely gonna I think we're definitely gonna do that, but obviously still take precautions. But that's definitely the first thing I really want to do.
yeah, as much as I like being around big crowds at sports games, low key when I come back, it's like, maybe it's not so bad if I have my own little area to myself watching these games.
Hmm.
I felt that way my whole life, so I could wait those out.
Nah, I was jealous of the people during football season. You see all the people in the stands that were mixed in with the cardboard cutouts. I was like, damn,
Yeah.
man, they live in a life right now. Like, they got the whole, like, section to themselves, basically. They're at the Super Bowl watching it
Mhm.
peacefully. I was like, man, I wish I could have done that.
Yeah. Hey, man, you never know where with your charisma and talents where that could lead you there. So, but yeah, I feel you, man. I'm just ready for a post-pandemic world. I'm excited to live as much as my life again, and I won't oppose wearing the mask amongst the humongous crowds. But I'm really excited though to do
Hmm.
small gatherings again and keep it as safe and real. And just my motto is be young again because it robbed a year of our 20s in general. So we're not getting that back. So now it's time to make the most of it. I really feel that.
Yeah, you talk about us. Think about the youngins, man. The ones
Yeah.
that were like like Jacob and Teddy's class that were
Hmm.
after me when the
Right.
pandemic started. They never got formal. They never got graduation.
Hmm.
That was
Exactly.
a whole class all over the world lost out on college. Basically, lost out on the end of their college career.
Yeah. That were
That was really
it's
sad.
we're lucky. I think that's the main thing. I mean, we were lucky that didn't happen to us, but we feel for the people that
Yeah,
happened to them, and
definitely.
it just and imagine kids in elementary school and high school and middle school. They have the weirdest gap ever. That whole generation.
Yeah, right. That was just the gap of them just staying home, playing Fortnite or something every
Hmm.
day. Like, I wish that was me.
Yeah, and I feel like my brother. He's luckily, he's graduating high school this year. Brother Tommy, he's gonna play Wagner College. He's going to Wagner
Nice,
College to play
nice,
football, and
nice.
I hope he gets. It seems like it's a promising to have a regular graduation, and hopefully at least gets that.
Yeah, it's not gonna be normal. It's gonna be somewhat normal, but
At least more than
the
last year, you know.
schools, yeah, definitely more than last year. It's not going to be some digital graduation. Like that was just ridiculous. But
Right. But
yeah.
hey, and you know, the last thing here before we switch to more fun things is, you know, at the end of the pandemic, I felt like, and this for the rest of my life, we weren't really promised that we would get to this point or the end. I mean, we sadly see, to break to your heart, the millions of people who've lost their lives to this, the millions of
Hmm.
families who are emotionally scarred forever because of this pandemic. And, you know, we
Yeah.
still have to, it's not over yet. You know, knock on wood, keep praying that we can make it to the end of this point, but to the end of there. But I feel like, I don't know about you, and you know, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, but I just felt like a real appreciation of life because, again, we weren't promised tomorrow with this, and I'm blessed to have me talk to you here again and all that. And yeah, man, how do you feel about stuff when it comes to that stuff like this, the extra life to appreciate from now on?
Well, I never told anyone this, but I caught COVID in
Oh,
December on
damn, bro.
Christmas. I caught it on Christmas, and I ended up being out of work for like a whole month. But luckily with me, like the first week, I noticed something was wrong. I was like, all right, I got like runny nose. I wasn't
Mhm.
coughing, but I could sense it that my taste and smell was going away. And I was, so paranoid. Every second I was getting up and trying to sniff something. I was like sniffing alcohol wipes at one point to make sure I
Shit.
had my thing, make sure I had my smell. And I'm like, damn, like the whole year, I was like avoiding getting a test. I hated it. I didn't want to do it. I thought I did
Mhm.
everything right, but eventually I was just like, you know what? Let me just go get this test. I'm gonna be okay. I'm not dead yet. But so I went go get the test, and sure enough, tested positive. And really, I was sick for an entire weekend, like really sick. But you know, it wasn't how like a lot of other people that had it severely.
Mhm.
It's weird how it affects everyone differently, like so much. Like everyone that gets COVID, it affects them so much differently. Some people don't have symptoms, some people have mild symptoms, some people just straight up die. But me, I lost my sense of taste, my smell, and I kind of like had this issue with being fatigued so easily. Like I remember I would get up, go to the kitchen, come back to my room, and my heart would be beating at like 100 miles an hour.
Fuck.
I went to go take a shower, and I came back and I was out of breath. You know, um, I had a fever. Before that, I had a nasty headache, but that was the extent of it. And I'm so grateful that that's how far it went, you know.
Mhm.
But after that, I was just like, damn, I thought I did everything right. I was talking to Caitlin about this, when it happened, and I was like, I thought I did everything right. I'm so upset with myself. Like, how could this happen? But luckily she was there with me the whole time, and she made it easy. She made it really easy. And I'm not gonna lie, I was scared at one point. I was definitely scared at one point, and thankfully she was there and she guided me through it. And that definitely made me look at life differently, you
Wow.
know, not just on the topic of being, hygiene and being clean and all that stuff like you mentioned, but just, try to enjoy it, man. Try to enjoy it the best you can, because you may think you're doing everything right, but the universe or whatever, that something's always gonna happen to you. And what really matters is just getting through it to see the end, not letting it not letting it really tear you down, because I think once you do that, then that's when the worst happens to you.
Wow, man. Dude, I'm so sorry to go through that, but I'm very,
Yeah,
very glad to have you here and glad you beat it and proud of you that you got through it. And shouts to Caitlin for being your guardian angel. What a amazing
always.
person for
Yeah,
that.
she
Dude,
is.
that's that's some real stuff so that you were saying, but again, it just shows that especially now we could do everything the CDC recommends us to do, But just once you go outside, anything can happen. And that's why we at least have to do our part to make that, even with that risk being involved, we still have to continue to socially distance and wear a mask to make sure that
Yeah.
risk
Yep.
doesn't become a reality. And man, thank you for sharing that. And is there any message you would say to the people, whether it was someone who's gone through it, whether to the deniers, whether to the people who don't take it seriously? What would you have to say for someone who was really scared, didn't know what was going to happen?
No, I just hope that people that deny it and that think, they think it's a hoax and everything, I hope they don't get it. I hope they don't have to suffer for the short time that you have to suffer with it, and just be grateful, because there's people here that died from it. People still died from it. And there's people that got it, beat it, and their bodies are changed for what seems like forever.
Right.
I know some people can't, they still don't have their taste, they still don't have their smell. That's probably never going to come back. A lot of people have brain issues now because of it, and that damn virus, man, it affects everybody differently, but
Yeah.
there could be some really terrible things that happen to someone. So, man, just be grateful, and just if you think it's so much of a hoax, okay, but just realize that you're probably going to put someone else's life at risk, that's taking it seriously, and they don't deserve that. Someone's grandma doesn't deserve that. Someone's sick brother doesn't deserve that either. So try not to think about yourself.
Yeah. And just think of the families you're scarring from it too. When they look at the pandemic, they don't want to remember it as a time they lost someone they loved. So
Yeah.
yeah, man. Thank you for sharing that. And we appreciate people like you helping explain and show us why we need to continue to follow these rules. And this will end. We're at the end. Trust science. Trust people like Kailen and the entire healthcare industry. We're
Oh
getting through
yeah.
this.
Yep.
We're gonna win.
Definitely.
Yo, man, let's switch it up to some fun things. Yo, Gabe. So this question I have, this could be a broad, whether this thing. I'm just curious. Tell me whether, and by the broad things, this could be at someone's house. This could be at a club. This could be at a bar. This could be in an arena. This could be at a beach. We're going to talk about fun things. And I just want to know, where are some of the best places you have ever partied?
Oh my God.
Mhm.
Oh man. I
And
might
by
have
and by partying, you don't have to say the exact details. You don't have to say anything no one needs to hear. But I'm just saying like a sphere, like some of the places I've partied, whether it's like certain nightclubs in New York, like Slate or or uh um or 13th Step Bar None. Like as a whole, I'm saying, or maybe some people have South Beach or their grandma's house. What are some of the best places you have partied?
grandma's house. Man, I think you know the answer to that already, man. Come on. It's gotta be Angry Bull. That's it. For me,
Even
it's
still,
always been Angry Bull. That was just like that was like a whole nother world, man. That was a whole nother time. Like I've
really,
seen some of the craziest things there. I've done some crazy things there. And man, like I don't think there's a lot of things that come close to it, but like just that time spending there, always going to that place every week, like that shit was crazy. Sorry for
crazy.
my French, but like that was a crazy time. That was a crazy place.
Hey man, you could swear if you want, no problem with that. But yeah, pre bills, pre responsibility, major responsibilities.
Mhm.
I, how can you get four? You could essentially get four beers for
Oh,
a
for like a
dollar
dollar, 25-cent beers each. Yeah.
with the pretty substantial size, those clear solo cup type things, the stuff that
Oh,
the
no, it
dentist
was
office gives there.
uh-huh.
And it's
Uh-huh.
just
Nah, it
dangerous.
was more than enough. It was more than enough. And like they they even had the cans. They
Yeah.
had like by the DJ they had cans, and we used to go up. I used to go up and just steal them shits like by the dozen, and I would just take that, go up to the bar, get even more dollar beers, and then I'd be set for the night. You wouldn't even have to pregame like that because you knew once you got there, like you weren't going to be spending money really.
Dude, you could essentially have your whole night for like $10. The way you're Ubering it back, especially you've got a squad to go with. Like you said, 4 drinks for $1. Double it, you get 8 drinks. And yeah, just maybe if you need some post-game food, get a couple slices for a couple bucks. $10 to have a lit night, man. And I'd have to say too, Edgar Bull was great. Russian Lady, I like Russian Lady the best, but I mean they're all on the same level. The
That's
Black
because you
Bears.
were old enough to go there at the time, man. That was like
Right.
Russian Lady at that time. That was like for the older kids that didn't want to be around the little kids like me.
Oh, I
That was
always
like
want
the
to be around
escape,
the
man.
kids. I just like the extra space there in the pool tables, man.
That too. Yeah.
Yeah, Angry Bull, they let Eddie. You could like you see bench warmers. The dude Carlos gives him the paper. I am
I
12.
am 12. Yo,
You you could
I'm
have
not
done
gonna
there.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like my freshman year, I had a fake ID that I had since high school, but it was a Connecticut fake ID.
Yeah.
And at the time when I was in high school, I was like, I'm probably gonna go to school in like Florida or something. Like I'm not gonna go to Connecticut. Here I am in Connecticut. I got a
Next state
fake,
over.
right? But here's the kicker, like the town on it, I forget the name of the town. It was misspelled. But like it was the tiniest thing. It was like one letter was before, it was like the
Like they switched
2
the
letters were
letters up.
switched around. It wasn't even like a crazy typo, but like everywhere I went, they would always know it was fake. And I was like, damn, what the hell's wrong with this thing? So I look it up. I'm like, oh shit. So Angry Bull, they used to let underage people in. So all you had to do is slip them a couple bucks. So my freshman year, I had to do that, but it was worth it. It was definitely worth it.
Those bouncers got them tip money, man.
Yeah, those bouncers they had a little side hustle.
Yo,
they had a little side thing.
You know what I really wish I did when I was much bigger? I wish I was a bouncer. Like I have the height for it. And when I was like really overweight and stuff, not saying that all bouncers are like that, but to having an intimidating look,
Yeah.
I should have I could have got that to get extra bread.
Yeah, that could have been a fun job for you, I think. That could have been fun. You see me, you let me in,
Yo,
like,
you get it for free.
I know him.
You get all your friends.
I know him.
Yeah.
Hey, let him in through the back. Yeah. No, they're good.
Yo, man, the only awkward part, actually throwing people out the bar. You ever actually seen someone literally get thrown out the bar? Like you see Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Jazz get thrown out by Uncle Phil.
Like, nah, yo, definitely. It was more a Russian Lady. I would see that, because by then it was like all the little kids would be going there, so they'd be the most reckless. But like, that shit was funny. That shit used to be funny. It'd be funny as hell to see that.
I see people when I would go out to Stanford a lot. I see a lot of people get thrown out there.
Oh yeah, Stanford is hot like that.
Oh yeah, Stanford. I'm over it over there. I've gone there a lot. I've gone so much. I only like the place I like going out is the city, any of the 5 boroughs, and Norwalk.
Right. Yeah.
And of course, there's like maybe there's I've had so many friends at Stanford. You know what I mean? Past relationships and stuff. You don't have to run into them.
Yeah.
Yo, this brings me to my next point, Gabe. And I guess this is truly last day pandemic related, but how do you think the bar industry is gonna work with the post pandemic? I mean, is there gonna be the club anymore? Are people gonna be dancing? Are people gonna be swaying? Or are people gonna be riding? Or are people gonna be you think there's any hope, or there could be years away until that happens again?
I already think that's gonna be a couple years away till we get back to that, I definitely think it's gonna be at a point where it's like, oh, you can only come in if you're vaccinated,
Yeah.
I think they're really gonna push that, man. Right. I think they're gonna push that, but like these restaurants and bars, they cannot operate at just half, just half occupancy, man. They gotta have full house that's the only way they make money, you know. So I'm hoping that by the end of the year, maybe by the summer, they're like, yeah, you got a vaccine, just come in and
Yeah, like a big ass New
see
Year's
how
Eve
it
party.
is. That's what I'm saying. But like, then you look at places like Florida, you
They
know,
don't give a
where
fuck.
they're already doing it. They're already doing it, but like,
Yeah.
that's the wrong time. It's too early to be doing that still, you know?
Yeah, man. I saw our buddy booming out there on his now story. He's like in the past
Oh
couple of
my
years.
God, man. You already know. You already know he does that. You already know he's out there, man. That kid is crazy.
Yo, he really is one of the top 10 partiers I've ever seen in my life.
And nonstop. Nothing stops him.
Yeah.
Nothing can stop that kid. I swear to God.
Sometimes you low key admire that. It's like, man,
I know
he's
you
gonna
need someone
reflect
like
back.
him.
He's
Yeah,
gonna
you need
reflect
someone
back
like
like, man,
him.
I lived it right in my when I
You
did.
need him on your team. If you want to party, you need Chris Boom Emily on your team, man. You need him.
Exactly. You know what the
He's a
saddest thing
GOAT.
Boomin ever did to me, bro? He scheduled a podcast with me. He didn't show up.
Oh,
I'm not
man, you already
mad.
know that's. I'm not surprised. Nah, that's him. That's Chris, man. He
Yeah,
probably fell
man.
asleep with some chicken fingers in his mouth or something.
I'll let that one go, but I was bummed, man. It was after a
Nah,
reschedule
yeah.
too, so I'll let that one go.
Well,
So
I can't
maybe
wait to
once he
see that
hears this.
episode.
Yeah, once he
Yeah,
hears
once he
this.
hears this, Chris, you better come on for Maddie B. I'm gonna
Exactly.
find
We're
you if you
waiting for
don't,
you.
man. I know
I'm
where you
willing to give
live
you
too.
another chance. I'm willing to give you a second
Yeah,
chance, Boomin.
right.
But yeah, man, it's tough for these bars. Like obviously we like we at prepaid that we like go to the bar and having fun, but it's just too dangerous now. You don't know where people have been at. I mean, unless you want to see the day when you see people riding cheeks with masks on, I don't think that'll make sense. But you know, we got a while to go.
Yeah, I hope they come back in full force. You know, like I mean, like the chains and stuff, they're doing good. Like we've been going, me and Caitlin, we've been eating out everywhere since like last summer.
Mm-hmm.
Like when they first reopened, like where we live, it reopened kind of early because it wasn't that crazy, but eventually it got crazy. But like we've been eating out and going places, and some bars are still thriving, surprisingly. But it's
Yeah,
not like go to the city though, man. At least
it's pretty
last year, it
slow.
was like Chinatown is it's kind of scary how Chinatown looks now. It's like a ghost town and like all the bars and stuff. Like we went for her birthday last year, September.
Mm-hmm.
We went all the way down to K Town in the city. We were in like Times Square, K Town, and
Mm-hmm.
everything was outdoors. And it was so cool because they gave you like these like giant Capri Sun bags filled with
Mm-hmm.
liquor. Like that's how they would give it to you. But
Yo,
like
that's cool. That's nice.
it was cool, but that was like it was outdoors. It was like nothing, nowhere you could sit and chill. It was like you
Right.
kind of had to keep moving. It was like curfew too, so
Yeah,
it really
that's
sucks.
slow.
It
But at
was a
least
curfew, but we had fun that night. We had fun for her birthday that night, but you know, it just wasn't the same.
yeah, as long as you can make the fun and at least we're slowly getting there. I think it's also big. What's big about the stadiums opening is that they feel at least they're comfortable to get these people in places. Now we just gotta get those Broadway theaters in there too. That'll help boom New York as what it's supposed to be. I feel that's the day when Broadway comes back for good. Then city's thriving again, and we're almost there. We're almost there. Shouts to the
Almost there.
government. I know the government gives us headaches. They did pass the COVID relief bill to have more vaccines and stuff, so we're getting there
Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely.
slowly but surely, indeed. Yo, Gabe, let's talk about some songs. I got
Oh
two
shit.
two versions of this. One, Gabe, what are some of the realest songs you've ever heard in any genre
Damn.
ever? Like for me, I really like Kendrick Lamar's Fear. He talks about being anxious in this world, whether as starting out it's three verses. First as a 7-year-old, fear of his mom hitting him and not doing right. Then as a teenager, fear of, living in a bad neighborhood and trying to survive. And then the third verse is him having fear as, top rapper in the game, not losing credibility and stuff like that. I think that song shows that even people as talented as Kendrick Lamar still has the same anxieties as all of us. And that's real as fuck.
Yeah, man. Uh, that's a tough question, man. That's like asking me like, what's my favorite anything? Like, like, because it's hard. I'm the type of person I don't do favorites. I got so many songs that I love to
Yeah, yeah.
death that it's hard to pinpoint.
Like, what are some songs that like
I
just
really
really
have to
make an
think about
impact?
that.
Like, yo, this song like made me realize something. Or this song got me through some type of shit. Anything
It's a
like that.
lot, man. I have to think. I really
It
have to
doesn't be the
think about
very
this. There's a
favorite either. It
lot of
could be any of them. It could be like a whole bunch.
man. There's so many songs out there. I'm gonna have to say like Kanye West, in the Chris Martin song.
Home,
Or no, it
home,
was it. Or no,
the
no,
home,
no,
homecoming.
no, not Homecoming. It was with uh Adam Levine.
Oh,
What's his
heard him
name?
say.
Yeah, yeah. That song I remember. That was my favorite song in high school. That was my favorite album in high school. And
Late
that song,
registration.
yeah, that song always made me realize that. What do you say? Promises. Something doesn't promise tomorrow today. Something like that. Basically saying like tomorrow isn't always promised. That something's always gonna happen. Kind of like what I said about like having COVID and thinking you did everything right, but like something's always gonna end up happening. I know
Right.
that song definitely had me in my feelings for like for like a whole decade, man. Every time I listen to it, every time
Yeah.
I listen to him, I'm like, damn,
And that
you
those
know?
lyrics, I heard him say, "Nothing's ever promised tomorrow today." From the child, like Tim is a heart away.
Yeah, man. And think about like all the losses that Kanye had to suffer, losing his
Yeah.
mom and stuff. Like that song just makes it so surreal, man.
Yo,
Like I'm gonna have
looking,
to
you were saying you
I
have
was,
to
I
what?
was to say I'm gonna have to put that song up there though. Definitely.
That's a great one, bro. I mean, Kanye. I think Kanye's gonna be remembered as truly. He is one of. I understand he's been quite out there and stuff, but at the end of the day, this dude he really put his heart out at one point for his fans, especially pre Kim Kardashian. And he made some iconic
Yeah.
songs, and he's got like 10 Grammys to himself. His talent is unsurmatched, and I think he really is one of the most misunderstood people of all time, artists and entertainers, at least.
Yeah, because often his demeanor and everything, you think he's just being arrogant and selfish, which is part of it, but like he's always got like some kind of message. He's always trying to do something bigger. That's how I see it. Like what he's been doing lately, at least, like he's at a position like the dude's worth like he's worth like what,
I think he's literally a
six billion
billionaire.
dollars, ten
Yeah,
billion dollars. No, literally like
he's a
more.
billionaire.
He's the richest rapper out there ever. Literally, he's the wealthiest rapper ever to exist. More than Dr. Dre, more than Jay-Z. It's
Mm-hmm.
crazy. But like he wouldn't have gotten there if he didn't really speak on his mind. If he would have gotten there if he didn't do what he really wanted to do. So
And he just says stuff that we all get. Like that 880s and Heartbreak album, man. It both makes me smile. And then they just some songs when you just,
that's
you
what
know,
I'm saying, man. That shit
some
was
heartbreak
that shit was
stuff.
made that shit was made out of
Oh man, Amber, I
that shit
think
was real. That was a real album. Like that was some real shit. I remember
absolutely.
when that came out, man. I was like, God damn, like, yeah, I'm like 13, but like, damn, how do I understand everything you're saying, Kanye. Damn.
I think the song Heartless, Kanye's Heartless. I mean, I think everybody could feel like, yo, somebody, my ex made me feel the way this dude's feeling. Like some of the Heartless lyrics.
Man,
Can I just read some of the Heartless lyrics?
go for it.
I mean, in the night, I hear him talk, the coldest story ever told. Somewhere far along this road, he lost his soul to a woman so heartless. I'm sure for at least guys, for anyone who fall in love with a woman like that, guys or girls or they, and they felt someone was so heartless to them. I mean, these lyrics. How could you be so cold as the winter wind? How could you be so cold as the winter when the breeze, yo? Just remember that you talking to me though. You need to watch the way you talking to me though. After all the things we've been through, after all the things we got into, I know some things that you ain't told me. I know I did some things, but that's the old me. Now you want to get back and you're going to show me. So you walk around like you don't know me. You got a new friend. Well, I got homies, but in the end, it's still so lonely. I feel everybody's felt that type of way before, you know?
Yeah, back then, like I said, when I was like 13 when I heard that, and I was like, like I have no business really getting involved with stuff, but I was like, I know what you mean, bro. Like, that's why that album was such a classic to me. Just because of how like it turned like little me. It made younger me like just think about some stuff I never thought about before. So
And like you said,
but
also
yeah,
like those first four, I mean, the first five, especially like the late registration, graduation, college dropout.
mhm.
Man,
This is classic. Those are classics, man.
I really
Literally, like
nothing but I hope there's someday I could watch Kanye. And someone said that he once said that he doesn't remember the lyrics to those songs when he was in his you know, his damn, what's the Jesus is King phase. Hope that's not actually true,
oh,
but
Jesus Walks.
yeah, the last album he did, the that song's real as fuck though too. Jesus Walks,
Mhm.
and who knows? I think his relationship breaking up with Kim. At the end of the day, genuinely is sad to see a family break like that. No matter how big and they are, it genuinely is sad to
Yeah,
see, and you feel for the kids and stuff.
gotta feel bad for the kids. Yeah, definitely for the kids. But like, I've been looking at them like ever since ever since they first came on the Kardashians, and you notice like every single man that's ever been with Kim Kardashian has gone crazy or has been
Yeah,
involved with that family has gone crazy, like lost their mind, turned to drugs type stuff. Like, and
Chris.
I'm pretty sure that's why Kanye was acting up the way he was, man.
That's what I'm
That's why,
saying.
yeah. So I hope he does well now, I
You
hope he does
think
well.
like you feel like he definitely. I feel like post Yeezus was the last like true Kanye being Kanye album. Then he started
Exactly.
dating Kim. Then he got some weird. He got so strange. I mean, remember Life of Pablo? He has a lyric
Life
that
of
goes,
Pablo was different. I remember we were up. I don't know if you were there. We were in the fives, the
"Oh, I
old
remember."
fives. We were watching the live stream for it.
Yeah,
And I was sitting there. I was like, damn, this is like some new Kanye. Like this isn't old Kanye. This is like some different stuff. You
oh
know.
yeah, I remember that day well. I remember that when we watched from the title. I don't even think title exists anymore. When we watched the
Mm,
title watch party,
mm-hmm.
it was his fashion show
Mm-hmm.
too, and they just played the album while we sat there. There's a whole like there's like a good 15 of us at the old fives. But yeah, it was just different. I do think Life of Apollo is a good album, but then
That
after
definitely was a good album. Yeah.
but it was just so weird, different. Like he had the lyric from "Father Stretch My Hands." Now, if I fuck this model and she just bleached her asshole, this is the same
That
dude who
song is
said
still
heard him say.
relevant. That song is still relevant to this day. That's still a popular song. I swear to God.
That
You
song
hear it
does go
everywhere.
hard.
You still hear it everywhere. But I remember him getting hate for Yeezus though. I was in high school when
Mm-hmm.
Yeezus first came out, and I was like, dude, I was like, damn, this is some different Kanye kind of. I was like, this is actually fire. But then I remember going online, everyone was hating it. I was like, what the? This is a great album.
It is.
And now I see people looking back at it, they're like, oh, that was a dope album. I'm like, but you guys are hating on it when it came out.
Yeah, I think he was being experimental with it,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and yeah, it goes hard now. It is a really re-listenable album. And in fact, that's the last CD I ever bought was Yeezus
Oh, that
from
came
Best
out
Buy.
as
Like
a
the last
CD.
physical
Damn.
CD I bought. I haven't bought one since
Wow.
from Best Buy in
Nah, man.
Norwalk. And
Right.
Yeah, the Yeezus just goes hard. Black Skinhead. Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
Blood on the Leaves.
Blown on the Leaf. That's still a relevant song to this
Remember
day.
Chief? He had Chief Keef on his song "Hold My Liquor."
Yeah, that was a good song too. I was hyped. I was hyped to see he was on that album at
One
the
of the
time.
funniest lyrics from that album, though, is when Kanye says in the song "I Am a God," I said, "I went to heaven. I went to heaven. I met
Oh, I
Jesus."
know.
He said,
Yeah.
"What up, Jesus?"
But see, that's where it started to change. That's what you
Yeah,
see. That's why, because I remember like the whole marketing campaign for it was crazy for that album.
yeah. He
He
had
did
the
like these crazy live shows. He was like talking about airing out these crazy people, all this stuff. It was so hype, but you could tell it was a different Kanye coming, you know?
and look what
And we
who
definitely saw that.
and we're
We
still
definitely
trying to
saw
figure
that.
it out,
Yep.
man. What 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 is Kanye up to next? That's got to be something. And you know what? Also, some real song. I feel like we've talked about real songs. I feel like generations like the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, they had some real songs in all genres. Then it did get kind of silly. You know, when you have songs like Rebecca Black's Friday and Maddie B raps going in,
Maddie B,
you feel
yeah.
you feel messed up. But yo, some other real songs, anything by Tribe Called Quest, early Tribe Called Quest,
Rest
like
in
that
peace,
stuff.
Fight Dog, man.
Rest in peace, Five Dog, for
Rest in
real.
peace. Yeah, it was his. I think it was his anniversary the other day.
Oh fuck.
His death. Yeah. Rest in peace. But yeah, that's another legendary group.
Any of the Wu Tang, the Biggie, obviously Biggie, Tupac. When
Hmm.
some of the other real songs that switch genres when it comes to like some rock music. Led Zeppelin has some real ass songs like "Stairway to Heaven" goes in. Um, when you have lyrics, like "Stairway to Heaven" lyrics and stuff like that, and you compare it to weird songs today like Little Yachty's "Peekaboo," play that pussy like peekaboo, peekaboo, peekaboo,
Oh my
peekaboo.
God, Maddie B. Oh my
Hey,
God.
I'm just reciting a lyric, but I'm just showing how different like
Yeah,
things have
no,
changed.
yeah, that's a great example.
When you compare it to like "Stairway to Heaven" lyrics, and then they say some pretty dope stuff. Like there's a lady who's sure that all glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. When she get there, she knows the stores are all closed. With the words, she can't care where she came from. Man, that's bars right there.
Hmm. Hmm.
So what are we doing with music? And why don't we? Another thing, the other songs. What songs make you cringe? Like, and by this I mean whether they sound cringy to you, whether they are cringy, whether they're like bring back a cringy memory or something. What are like some songs that make you eek a little? Like for me,
Oh man.
like one song I was listening to, um, one song I was listening to. Okay, so when I was like starting to date this one girl, we bumped this one song a lot. It was do you know Power Glide by Ray Schmurda?
Ray Shrummer. Oh
Yeah, Ray
yeah,
Schmurda. Why I
yeah,
say Ray
yeah, yeah,
Schmurda?
yeah, yeah.
Bobby said Bobby Schmurda. Fuck. Ray. So that song was like, it's Bob. I'll still go crazy and I'll still bounce to it no matter what. But there's always that little thing, man. Used to listen to the song with this one person, you know?
Hmm.
But I ain't
Nah,
even mad about it either. So
honestly, I can't even, I don't think I can answer that question just because like I don't listen. I'll make sure not to listen to music that's gonna make me cringe. Like I made sure to get rid of anything. Actually, I'm a preference. I'm gonna say anything Post Malone.
yeah,
Any
yeah.
Post Malone. That I fucking hate his music so much. Like in college freshman year, like everyone was bumping it. Sophomore year, everyone was bumping it. I was like, all right, it's all right. But then now I come back and it pops up randomly. I'm like, I do not want to hear this shit. You know,
Yeah, like that's what I'm going
that's
for with it.
that's one artist that really makes me cringe now. Like I cannot listen to that crap, man.
Ah,
I
makes
just
sense.
can't.
Yo, there's, Drake goes fucking hard, bro. Drake goes fucking hard. But there are some Drake songs that are you're like, oh man, only Drake could do it. Like Marvin's Room, bro. Like
that song's don't disrespect Marvin's Room, man.
I fuck with this song,
That
but
song is still a classic. No, you're not about to throw him into the cringe list.
oh
Come
no,
on.
here's what I'm saying. When like in that song when I was in high school, that song came out, and like if I since I had no game whatsoever, tried to have someone like me and like see him with some other dude or whatever, and then I'm bumping Marvin's Room, like, oh my god,
Yeah, that's how it was. Me too. Me too, man. That's how it was for me when it came out, man. You know,
Cups of the
that
Rose.
song's a classic. That song's a classic still. That song's still a classic to this day.
Yeah, and like I remember I know there's this one song off the Take Care album, like the first time I'm gonna say it. So the first time like I was ever like intimate with a girl, there's this one Drake song on, because this was stupid that I put it on because now I think of it, but in the Take Care album, it's the opening track. What's the opening track? Over My Dead Body, and then Shot for Me.
Those are like
the girl.
super duper love song type stuff.
I thought it was cool in the moment, but then I realized, wow, you're really stupid. So
I can't do that. Nah, I can't do that. I can't do that. Yeah, I know how you feel.
What a feeling itself.
Oh, man.
I would see like I was so up in Drake feeling like I could get that swag. I mean, now I'm most important just Matty B. I'm Matt Brown doing it. But I would see Drake concert videos of him like bringing some chick on stage and him singing that to her.
I know, right? Like I used to be like, I was the same way back when I was in high school. I was like, damn, like that's gonna be me, bro. Like that's how I approach everything, I'm gonna be just like that, man.
Like those music videos you saw on MTV, like in R&B and hip hop was where
dancing in the rain. I used to think that was like what you had to do, like in real life. Like I did used to think that's what girls liked,
Yeah, they watch you.
Dancing in the rain with your shirt off and singing Usher in the rain, bro. Nah, man. Oh my god.
What I think about is Mario's
Let Me Love You.
Yeah.
He did the same thing, dancing in the street, everything looked like a clown, though. Chris Brown did the same thing,
Yeah, they just go move their bodies like this, and
but
like
I'll be on my Chris Brown for Kailen though. She loves his music, so whenever Chris Brown comes on, I'm like, I go on my little light skin for her, I do it.
I mean,
my baby, though, I'm not gonna lie.
Fuck it, man. I respect it. You gotta do stuff like that. That shows how.
You still gotta. You gotta. Girls, they like that, but don't be cringy. Don't be following them in the street dancing.
Yeah,
behind them.
You don't go be singing random lyrics.
Yeah, right.
If you ever see the Michael Jackson "The Way You Make Me Feel" video.
I think
this was the bad Michael phase when he had the Jerry curl.
Yeah.
He just walks into some girl and just starts bouncing and doing his Michael moves. It's like, oh, that's how you make it fall for you.
But Michael was smooth with it, though, man. It wasn't cringy when Michael did it because he was nice.
He just got it exactly. Some people do it and it's not, and it's not cringy.
He just made it look dope and fly, like. That's pretty much the whole bad era of Michael Jackson was just him. Literally, you look at a lot of his music videos, it was him just stealing some man's girl.
Yeah,
like the one with I forget the name of the song. It's my favorite song, but it's one with Eddie Murphy in it, and he's there like these Egyptian kings. He's like an Egyptian king or whatever, and Michael's like dancing to the queen, trying to steal her away from him.
Let me see.
It wasn't Liberian Girl. It was
What's Up With You?
I forget the name of it. It's the one with Eddie Murphy in it.
Is it Remember the Time?
Remember the Time. Yeah.
Yeah, and that had Magic Johnson too.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite Michael Jackson song. And like,
oh yeah, it's like a power ballad too.
And then I look at like every other song video he did after that, it's the same thing. He's just stealing some guy's girl. I'm like, damn, you know?
Yo, there's other people out there. Yo, you know what's a
Oh
funny
my
Eddie
god,
Murphy song, bro? Party all the time.
that's a
That's a
classic
bop.
though. That's a classic, man. That was produced by Rick James. You know, it was a classic.
Yeah, buddy. Shouts to Eddie Murphy there. Mm,
Yeah,
but dude, yeah, we can't. You can't exactly do that right now. You can't just go up and say some lyrics and be suave.
nah, man.
Do it with your personality.
Hmm.
Mhm. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Dude. Uh, and then there's just some like cringy songs, like when you hear from your childhood or your elementary school days, like yo, that like the pop punk, any Blink 182 I hear. I just
I still got love for them.
I still got love for them, of
I
course,
still
but I'm
got
just
love
saying
for them. They don't
it just
cringe
brings
me
you
out.
to a time. Yeah, wait. Actually, that is a bad example. Like, what are some? I'm not the Blink 182. I'm thinking more of like the all-time low types. The boys like girls.
Oh
Like
yeah,
those type of songs. Or like shake. What was
the
that?
corny shake.
Like the corny
Oh
songs, exactly. Like shake,
yeah,
shake,
yeah.
shake, shake, shake it.
Metro Station. Yeah.
Like those are the type
Uh,
of like pop punk that makes me cringe.
cringe. Yeah, definitely. Looking back, I'm like, what the hell was I listening to? Sometimes, you know.
Like, why couldn't I listen to some more radio and get some knowledge in me?
That's the radio that was cringy back then. You
Like, what do
know,
you mean? Oh yeah, the
like
radio
you
who
listen
chose
to
the
the
songs.
main like Z100 stuff. Like I used to
Elvis
work in a
Duran in the morning.
pharmacy.
Elvis
Yeah, I used to
Duran in
work
the
in a
morning.
pharmacy, and we had to play the radio. It was like
Yeah.
104 point something, the most basic radio station, but it would be the same 5 songs every day. It'd be like Maroon 5, Katy Perry, and then like just the most Taylor Swift. I'd be like, oh, I can't stand this crap, man. You know?
Dude, I know exactly what you mean. And when I worked at Kohl's, the Kohl's soundtrack we had,
Oh my
J Lo's
god, I could
songs for
imagine.
Baby for Tonight. Whoa.
Oh, actually, I
Every
like that. I
fucking
fuck with
time.
that song, man. I fuck with that song, but
Maybe
I
I
could
would if I didn't
if I
hear it
had to
every
hear
day.
that every day. Nah, if you had to hear it every day, that sucks. Yeah,
Dude, I can't.
definitely.
What other songs was there? That one stuck out for me. Carly Rae Jepsen's "Call Me Maybe." What a
Ugh,
joke.
another one. Another one. Yep.
What's wrong with me, man? But another thing I want to touch on is like what are some of the last thing in terms of realness? What are some of the realest movies you ever seen? Like what movies like made you like, man, this shit
Yo,
made me think.
I love that you asked me this because I was going through like this morning or today at work. I listened to YouTube and stuff, and I was
Yeah.
watching a lot of kind of like a lot of documentaries on like mobsters and stuff, American gangsters throughout the old days, and I ended up watching part of The Godfather again. And I'm
Ooh,
gonna have to say it's gotta be The Godfather, man. Cause Godfather and Scarface, definitely two of the most realist movies you could ever watch.
the world is
And
yours.
I'm gonna say that because I was a little kid when I first saw those movies. I was like 5, 6, and like I was just blown away and like amazed. I was like, damn, like this is some real stuff. This is some real cool stuff. And looking back, I'm like, these movies had some pretty deep messaging to them. There's a lot of things, a lot of nuances that truly made them legendary movies.
Mhm.
And you could learn a lot from them too. So
Yeah,
I'm
that's the
definitely gonna
best
have to
part
go
about
with
movies.
Godfather, man. Definitely the Godfather's up there.
Yeah, I have a Godfather poster behind me. Uh,
Good man, good
love that.
man.
Dude, where do we go? We're the best cast of all time. Pacino to James Caan, Brando,
Hmm.
Diane Lane. Wow. What's your favorite scene from Godfather?
I know this. I know this. I know this so much. I know this so well. Okay, it's definitely gonna be when Michael assassinates Salasso and the
Mm,
police chief.
in the
That's
bathroom.
that's like it's so much so that I even learned like what because in the scene Salasso starts talking Italian to Michael and they don't
Mhm.
have subtitles, it's intentional. So I even went out of my way to learn like what he was saying
No way.
to Michael and like I kind of memorized it a little bit, but like
What do you say?
that's like he was like Michael, your grandfather, I respect him, but he's antiquated in his thinking.
Oh shit.
Basically, he's saying like he's stuck in the past. That's basically what he was saying to him, and the fact that Michael is just like, fuck it, boom, boom,
Yeah.
because they
And they
tried to kill his father. He's it's like you're gonna kill my father. Like I'm gonna have to get back at you. You're gonna try that. That's just the most badass scenes in film history.
right. And as you said, no subtitles, and you just focus on the close up now Pacino, and you just his eyes tell the story. He obviously can't
Hmm.
he can't look straight because he's got a mission, and well, we know what happened in Porter
Yeah,
scene. How do you
yeah.
feel about Godfather 2?
I love Godfather 2 even more. That for me, Godfather 2 is the perfect example of how to do a sequel to an
Yeah,
already
everyone else
amazing
fucked it up.
movie.
Most sequels fuck
Like
it up, but he
that's what
don't.
I'm saying. Sequels are hard to when you produce such an amazing movie, it's hard to capitalize on it. That's why sometimes it's best to not do a sequel.
Yeah.
But Godfather Part 2 is one of the best sequel out there ever, in my opinion.
And the key to making it a great sequel and any great sequels is you just do an original story again, and it has to be good.
Yeah,
A lot of
it
movie
was.
sequels
Oh
just rehash what the first
my,
one
oh
did,
my god, yeah.
but it's a completely different story. You see now how Vito rose to power with De
This is my
Niro's epic
favorite. My favorite
performance.
sequence. My favorite sequence is going back into the 20s and seeing how
Yeah,
he
in Little
started and
Italy.
like real mobsters and stuff. I love that. I love that. And it's funny because the Robert De Niro actually he auditioned for the role to play Sonny originally,
Yeah, for the first
and then
Godfather.
and then to see him come back as Vito as a young Vito is awesome. It's amazing.
And he won an Oscar for that. It clearly just shows no matter what your industry is, always do a good job because you never know where it could lead you to with opportunities.
Exactly. Yep.
And man, shouts to Robert De Niro, right? He's a gem we gotta appreciate we got here.
Yeah, we gotta appreciate. I was thinking about all those guys:
I got the
Pacino, De
squad
Niro,
behind me.
Pesci. Oh yeah,
It goes
all the shit.
it's De Niro, Scorsese, Pacino here, and then right next to me, so I could look every day on this wall next to Letterman.
Letterman. Yeah.
Look at the squad here: Pacino,
Oh, is that the
Scorsese.
Irishman squad?
Yeah, Irishman's
Yeah.
De Niro, Pesci,
Yeah.
Harvey Keitel.
Another great movie. Oh my god,
And
another classic.
I think yeah, Godfather 2, and then you see the power, and you see Michael turning evil. He went broke bad, got his own
That
brother
is
killed for
like,
turning him in.
yeah,
And
that like,
shouts to John Cazale, you know him, who played Fredo. He only did 5 movies, and he sadly
yeah.
died of lung cancer really young.
Oh my god, him and Pacino were best friends. Like they
Yeah,
they knew each other for a long time before they made a movie, before they got into the movie business together.
exactly. That was Meryl Streep's original man.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Oh crap.
not original man, but she was
Yeah, I
his.
know. I know.
She,
Yeah.
like she was. They were together, and she was by his bedside when he passed away.
Damn.
Yeah, like not to get morbid,
I
real
didn't know
quick.
that actually. I didn't know
Yeah, like they
that.
dated for like 3 years, and she was with him. Like
Yeah.
what's crazy? I hope when it's my time to have someone special in my life that they don't leave this world early and you have to live a whole life without them. But it just like makes me wonder, like, wow, like he passed away 40 years ago. She, Meryl Streep, a lot of love for her. She's on the wall, of course. Like she must wonder, like she must ponder every once in a while. It's like, Miss John and stuff. Like, and she lives a whole other life after the fact. It's crazy how
Yeah,
life's like
man.
that.
Those people that are close to you, they never leave. They never leave you, they
Oh
end up
yeah,
becoming part of you, man. There's no way you forget about people like that, you know?
it must be like the coolest reunion after, and I believe in heaven, so it must be a cool reunion.
Yeah.
So like you said, he's 5 for 5. The Conversation, Godfather 1 and 2, Dog Day Afternoon, The Deer Hunter, all nominated for Best Picture. You ever see? You've seen all 5 of those too?
Yeah, I know Dog Day Afternoon. That's what Pacino and him.
Another Pacino movie.
They were
Yeah,
that was their I think that was their first movie together.
actually, it was
Was it?
after The
Or was it
Godfathers.
it was
It
after
came out
it
in
was after
75.
Godfather. Oh, okay.
Yeah, about a
Yeah,
Brooklyn
no, because
robbery that really happened.
yeah, that movie was I remember I watched that movie a long time ago, but that movie was crazy to me.
Yeah, it might be on
But
HBO Max if you want to rewatch it.
no, I've seen all those movies you just listed. I've seen all of them. Seen every single one of them. It's funny. You go on my Instagram, actually, you scroll all the way down my posts.
Mhm.
Like one of my first posts, I saw a poster for Deer Hunter in Chinatown when I was at high school, and I posted that on Instagram. I was like
Oh,
trying to be
hell,
artsy. I was trying
that's
to
how
be
you
artsy,
know.
but like, yeah, I was trying to be hella artsy back then. But like, that was one of my favorite
Yo, the
movies too.
Deer Hunters is a deep movie.
Just
My
a
dad
messed
really
up
likes the
movie.
movie. Man, Christopher Walken, bro.
Yeah, that movie really shows you what PTSD is like, man.
Yeah,
For being a veteran. That was before Full Metal Jacket too, right?
exactly. Almost a full
Yeah.
decade
So
before.
that was a tough movie. That was a tough movie,
It shows with
but
our Vietnam vets.
phenomenal.
Always got to give them love, man. What all those people went through to fight a senseless war.
Yeah.
And well, 70s movies in general have that kind of grit, I feel. Like between
Oh,
that,
definitely. Oh my God. Like the violence in movies from that era
mhm,
seems so much more real than they do now. Like
yeah,
you look at a movie like Mean Street, or you look at
mhm.
Taxi Driver.
Oh yeah, Taxi
Um,
Driver, bro. That should make New York
you
look
look at
scary.
that. That's what I'm saying. You look at movies like that, like old Scorsese movies, even The Godfather. I mean, the
Mhm.
violence. There's something so real about it. You know,
It's
it
crazy
was
how
crazy.
worse we made it look with CGI and weird camera
I know
angles and
it's
stuff like
like it
that.
doesn't seem so. Yeah, it doesn't seem so grounded in reality. It's like damn. It's like when you watch it now, it's like oh, it's just a movie. You know, it's gory and stuff, but like it's just a
It's
movie.
over the top. They just
But that
get to the
yeah.
point with movies back then.
But then I look at a scene when they kill Luca Brasi
Mhm.
in Godfather, and the acting, it looks so real.
Yeah,
You know how he was like getting choked out. You see
I
it in
didn't
his
know that was
face.
a meme for a long time. That was one of the
Yeah,
first memes I saw.
yeah, right. But I'm saying like the acting back in those days was way like on a way higher class. You know?
Yeah, and I think you actually really, you have to really, when it came to casting, you had to really earn it. They didn't have YouTube. They barely had VCRs back then
Nah,
to show
man.
stuff. Like you had to be talented,
Nah.
you know?
You had to have talent, or you either had to actually like be born for the role. Like you actually
Hmm.
like look at all the mobster movies. A lot of the actors were like actually around those guys, you know,
Oh yeah,
or they were
especially like
actually
Goodfellas
criminals. That's the
and
Goodfellas,
Sopranos. Man, we gotta
Sopranos.
one thing with Many States of Newark comes out in the fall. We're gonna do a review podcast talk about that.
Oh, it's coming out in the fall.
Yeah, on HBO Max. You got HBO Max,
Oh, I
right?
can't wait to see that.
Let me get the
No, I
exact.
didn't. Oh, I
Yo,
cannot.
get that
I've been
free
following that. I've been following that for like ever since they first showed the picture of
Young
his
Tony.
son, James Gant.
Hmm.
Yeah, ever since they first showed the picture, I was like, I can't wait for this.
Oh fuck, man! September 24th. So it'll
Oh,
probably be in
that's
theaters
gonna be good.
or get that with freaking um and use your free trial for that month.
That's gonna be good. Yeah, that's gonna be good.
Yo,
I'm hyped for that.
it's a real movie, one of the realest movies of all time, just because it's just so much fun to watch. But I think it says in Brotherhood, The Warriors, bro.
Yo, that's another one. Only because my dad my dad basically grew up in Coney Island, and like
Mm-hmm.
my
Oh, you know.
grandma lived there, my family. So I used to live in Coney Island at one point when I
Mm-hmm.
was little. So, seeing
The
the whole
nostalgia.
boardwalk, seeing the park, seeing the amusement park and everything, I was
Mm-hmm.
like, man, I actually been there. Like that place is so cool. And then I even had the video game growing up, and that was like my
I actually
favorite
heard it
video
was a
game
video,
ever.
pretty good, like a legit good
It
video game.
was.
Like a,
You
it's
never played it, you missed out, man. But
like a notorious good video game.
dude, it was like spot on. Like the actors, I think, played their roles in it still, and like it was such a fun game, man. It was so dope. But the Warriors is awesome. That's just another
The
awesome movie.
Warriors come out to play.
Iconic. That's an iconic scene,
That's the movie about having
hmm
a squad. You
right? You always gotta have the squad with you, man. Cannot be out here like that.
know who's an underrated dude? Even though it's kind of, I understand they had at the guy in the beginning who talks to all the gangs. Um, he had,
Oh
he had a cool ass name,
yeah,
kind of
he
like
was in
some.
like yeah. I know who you tease. He's the one that's like the "Can you dig it?" Right? The guy giving the speech.
Yeah, Luther.
Yeah, I
I think it
remember.
was Luther. Is it Luther?
I don't remember. I don't know his name, but I remember he was in a couple movies before that.
Oh, his name was Cyrus. I, yeah,
Cyrus,
Cyrus.
Cyrus, yeah,
Cyrus, the
Cyrus.
dude who talked
He
to
was
everyone.
in. Yeah, he was a cool dude.
And then
Yeah,
fucking the guy killed him in front of you think in front of everybody. You think it's pretty obvious. So he got clearly shot him. But
a
to blame
big
the
ass.
Warriors.
Yeah, he's in a fucking revolver and shot him. It's like you're gonna blame them? Like what the hell?
Yo, you seen in he's funny when he shows again in Eddie Murphy's 48 Hours. That's a
Oh
fucking
yeah,
banger.
that was a good movie too. Yeah.
Yo, man, I love real movies like that. You know, a movie's great when you think about it again. You think about it the next day, as Big Cat once said, and that just makes you feel some type of way. So can't beat it.
Oh man. Oh wow.
Excuse me. Yo, Gabe, tell me what is so Gabe, tell me what your favorite um what's your favorite dessert in this world, bro? What is a
Cheesecake.
dessert?
Cheesecake.
Cheesecake?
I was I'm telling you, I had this conversation too. I just had this conversation. Me and Caitlin, we went out to dinner over the weekend, a nice little dinner at Texas de Brazil, like a Brazilian buffet.
Oh, that's the one where you
And
have the big card and everything, right?
y-
Is it like
no,
I know a
it's like they
Brazilian
walk
place?
around. They walk around with like a bunch of different kind of steaks and meat and stuff on
Mm-hmm.
like skewers, and they give it to you. But we were in there and we were talking about, oh, we're gonna have for dessert, and I was like, baby, I'll need cheesecake because like every time we go out to dinner, we always get like the dessert she wants. She's not a big fan of cheesecake, but we always get what she wants. And I'm like, baby, this one time you gotta let me have cheesecake. Like you gotta let me indulge into some cheesecake. So she was like, all right, we'll do it. And I was in heaven, man. I could eat cheesecake till I die, man.
What type of cheesecake?
Just give me nice regular cheesecake, you know. Sometimes I like it when they have like the kind of the crust under it. I don't know,
Mm,
I don't know, it's like cinnamon, not cinnamon, but like you know what I mean. It's
yes.
kind of like that, kind of like a gingerbread thing. Or
So,
just
certain
put like a
pies have
little,
that too.
yeah, like or just put a little strawberry on it. That's it. Nothing crazy. No crazy types of cheesecake. Just regular good old cheesecake, you know.
I love me cannolis. I love cannolis so much.
Cannolis,
I
yeah.
had one today, in fact. You know what I got at the grocery store today? I got
Hmm.
cannoli ice cream from Ben and Jerry's flavor.
Oh, that's crazy. That sounds crazy.
I'm good. Once we're done talking here, I'm about to slap that.
Yeah, you
Even though you're not
should. You
supposed to
deserve it.
eat late at
Yeah.
night, I don't care. I'm young.
I knew you were a big cannoli guy though. I knew, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
nah. You
Even the
like all
commons
the
ones wasn't bad. It's hard to mess
even
up
the,
with cannoli. Really, man, I can tell you, it's really hard to mess
Even
up
the
cannolis.
comments was, yeah, I remember the comments. Cannolis. Yeah.
Cannolis for life, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like nothing beats cannoli filling. Like my favorite cake is cannoli cake. I say it for my birthday. I want a cannoli cake. Not a lot of places make them.
I say for my birthday, I want cheesecake.
Yo, I'm gonna
Every
get you a
time it's my
cheesecake
birthday,
one day.
I want cheesecake. I'm gonna
Because
get you
we're Team
cannolis,
December boy. Yeah, bro. That would be
right? I'll get you cannolis.
yo. Next time you come to Norwalk again, hopefully you come back like you were at the at what's the ramen place you and Caitlin were at. You guys
Oh,
got to come back,
I forget the name of that place. Was so good.
bro.
Yeah.
I'll show you. Just up the street and around the corner is this Italian bakery, and they'll hook you up the cheesecake. Still mom
Mm-hmm.
and pop. I was in there on Monday with my
Good.
brother, Sunday. And we had to get our St. Joseph pastry, Easter time, St. Joe's Day. They only make this certain pastry once a year. It's just pretty much a donut with cannoli filling in it instead of jelly filling.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
It's
that sounds
amazing.
good.
But I gotta tell you, those cheesecakes, you gotta see the mom and pop there.
Oh,
You
for
have to
sure, bro.
if you're using a card, it has to be more than $10, so it's mostly cash.
Yeah, it's one of them. Yeah.
So
I don't mind. I don't mom and pop stores. I always make sure I buy,
definitely, and tip
buy a
them
good
too,
amount. I love support. Yeah, I love supporting little family owned places,
especially this
little
time
mom
of
and
year,
pop joints.
in
Yeah,
time
I
of
feel
life.
bad. Hmm.
I really,
Yeah, but that sounds good. I'm gonna be out there soon for the summer. Definitely, me and Caitlin definitely want to go back.
oh, yo, man, that would make my summer, hands down.
That'd be dope. Yeah, that's gonna be dope.
And you know, how do you feel about like dessert drinks? You feel the type of way? You think they're necessary? Whether your milkshakes, your root beer floats. Sometimes I didn't even know there was dessert wine, but I guess there's that.
I Milkshakes definitely always. That's a staple of just dessert world. Like you need
Yo,
milkshakes,
remember when
to exist. Milkshakes are the cornerstone of dessert.
they at Conover they had this milkshake machine? They definitely had it by my junior year. I don't know if
Yeah.
they switched it for a
Hmm.
smoothie machine by the time your sophomore year, my senior year. What a disgrace they took that. But I
I know
love.
in GSU they had the
Oh yeah,
milkshake
they did,
machine.
but just wasn't the same,
They had
bro.
it there. Nah,
I
I
forgot the
never
name of
bought
that
those.
place.
I gotta my milkshakes. I always gotta go to an ice cream joint or a diner to get
Mm.
one. Something that diner milkshakes and ice cream dugout milkshakes hit way different than any other milkshake.
You ever heard of those milkshakes that are like crazy milkshakes, like a $10 milkshake where they have whole cookies in them, or like they're spread out in all major
Can't do
cities?
that.
No,
I
can't do
can't do
that.
that, man.
I never had them. I've always
Nah,
said I
man.
wanted to, but
I gotta do. I keep it simple, man. Simple vanilla, strawberry, chocolate.
melts in your
Maybe
mouth.
do like strawberry vanilla, but like I'll keep it simple.
Are you a more thick, a less thick, or just right thick milkshake?
I like I like thick milkshakes, but not
Thick.
super thick to the point where you gotta eat it with a spoon.
Mhm.
That's basically like ice cream at that point. But like
Bro, I love.
nothing. Not I don't like not like I don't want it. So it's like put in like Nesquik or something.
Yeah, I kind of like the Nesquik. I like it. I like it really, really. No, I like the less thick, the better. Like it's just water, or like a protein shake or something. Straight
Nah,
shots
I
to the
can't do
kidney.
that, fam. Nah, fam. Nah, fam.
You know what desserts I've always wanted to have? Those cakes that look like real things, and they somehow cut them and it's a cake. Like you ever seen that dog? That you've seen that dog
Oh
one?
yeah.
I want to know what that looks
Oh
like.
man. I don't know.
Or
Yeah, I've never. I want to try one of those. Yeah.
someone has like an iPhone and they cut it and it's like a
And they
cake.
cut it, and it's like,
How do you
yeah. I
do that
always
shit?
wonder, what flavor is that? Is that chocolate
And
or
where do you
something?
go to get this stuff? Like I can't find it. These
You
restaurants.
gotta make that yourself, man.
That's what
Yeah,
I
they
heard. You
usually
have
make
to
that
do it yourself.
themselves. That's so complicated. I couldn't do that.
Neither can I, brother. But
Yeah.
we always have stuff to sweet up our sleeves.
Hmm.
Gabe, we've been killing it again for another about hour and a half. So now, since this is your second appearance, I'm going to give you an option. We're ending with a questionnaire. We know the props questionnaire the last time. I'll give you a choice because I could have picked between the two other questionnaires. You could either choose one of them or choose both of them. So the first one is you could either do, let me just get the questionnaire. You could either do the Conversation World questionnaire, another short, deep questions that are fun. You could do the Eric Andre questionnaire, which are questions that are literally from the Eric Andre show, out of context. They're just questions. I watched the show and I wrote them down. And to just say these are Eric Andre questions, not mine. Or you could do both.
Wait, what was the first?
The conversation world. So these are more just more conversational, fun questions that I got. Like they have like 350 questions to ask people, and I picked out 10 of my favorite. Or you could do the Eric Andre questionnaire, where these are Eric Andre questions, or both.
Oh man,
you want to do both?
Let's just do both. Let's go. Let's go in, man.
All right, we'll do both. We're gonna start the Eric Andre questionnaire.
Oh shit.
So this is, like I said, Eric Andre show, for anyone who doesn't know, is literally the strangest show of all time, whether a talk show or any show. As you know, we talked about him the first time you were on this show. So these are 10 questions that he literally asked guests. These are out of context questions. So again, these are not my questions. These are his. And obviously they're going to be pretty funny, risque, rated R, but answer them however you want. I understand with some of these questions, if you want to plead the fifth to them, I'll understand.
Oh my God.
But
Put me on the spot, man. Put me on the spot.
These are just fun ass questions just to see. It's more of what your reaction on how I'm going to ask you these questions.
Yeah, no, definitely. I love that show.
Here we go. The Eric Andre questionnaire, literal questions that he asked. And there are a few thrown in there that I threw in that are just in the same realm. So, because there are just some questions that were just so canceled. If you answered that, you'd get canceled. And if I asked, so I had to, maneuver some of them.
Yeah.
So Eric Andre questionnaire starter right now. My first question for you in the Eric Andre questionnaire, bro, is here we go. When you go for a whiz, do you get a sense of Khalifa?
Yeah, wait, he asked to Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah.
I would say, yeah, man. I get a little Khalifa in my ways, man. Definitely.
Yo,
that was a funny episode. Oh my God.
Dude, he does this. He's too amazing. I still got, don't forget, watch his new show on movie on Netflix, Bad Trip.
Oh yeah.
I still gotta check that.
Yeah.
Number 2.
I gotta check it out.
Number 2. What's the farthest you ever gone with a girl?
Boston.
All right, Boston.
Nah, Florida. That's the farthest
Florida.
Average. Yeah, with my girlfriend Kailen. That's the. I know what you mean by that question, but you know.
I know. That's why I said out of context.
I've been to Florida.
Answer the way you want to answer it.
I know. Yeah.
No pressure. But we know the farthest, and it's a true answer, is Florida. Good answer. Number 3. What is your cell phone number?
Bro, I'm not putting my cell phone number out there. Crazy.
He asked Seth Rogen that.
Who did he asked Seth Rogen? Did he answer with his phone number?
Yeah, he put his phone number out, and you literally could call it until he blocked it.
That's hilarious.
Number 4. Do you like Al Capone or Alka-Seltzer?
I'm gonna say both. I love Al Capone and Alka-Seltzer. Definitely, man.
How about that? Number 5. Are you familiar with bukkake?
Bruh. Who did he ask that to?
Method Man, or he has some rapper that.
He asked Method Man that. No way.
It was some rapper. I forgot who.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Do you want me to?
I want to go watch that and see. I want to see like who he asked that to. That's hilarious.
Yo, what question? This isn't not gonna count on your questionnaire, but there's one question he asked. You know, Warren G. He asked it. He asked him, "Would you titty fuck Martha Stewart?" And he took a second, and he goes, "Yeah."
Warren G, that's so random. That's so random.
That's what I love about his guest.
It's so random. Yeah.
Number 6.
That's the beauty of the show.
Have you heard a guitar?
Qatar? Yeah, Qatar. Isn't that the Saudi?
No, have you heard a guitar?
Airplane. Heard a guitar.
Have you
said Qatar?
Have you heard a guitar? A guitar. I know that's a question.
I don't know what that is. I don't even know what he meant by that. What does he even mean by that?
Nobody knows, bro.
I have no idea.
When was the last time you ate?
Like 2 hours ago.
What was it?
Tacos.
Hey, I had tacos for lunch, bro. You want to talk about at this taco truck called El Azteca? It goes in, my guy. I got 4 tacos for $8. Insane.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I got 3 tacos for like $3, I think.
That's how you know.
But I also bought Kailen this little Mexican joint opened up in her town recently. Little small family owned, cutest place, and they're so nice in there. The food is amazing, and she put me onto it. But she got this big ass chorizo burrito. It's got chorizo, rice, beans, and mozzarella in it. And she put me onto the tacos there, and the tacos are fire. I forget the name of it, but it's in Woodbury,
Okay.
New York.
So that's just a still Woodbury. Place. Yo, my next question. 2 more. How come a wolf is the only thing that can be aware?
I never heard that question, but I like that. That's fire. I'm gonna have to use that. I don't know where I'm gonna use it, but one day I'm gonna use it.
All right. Then my last question, the Eric Andre questionnaire. What's the craziest thing you ever done?
Oh man, drove a golf cart into a pond.
What? How did that? Please
I didn't drive. I didn't drive it. I didn't actually drive it, but I was in close proximity of the golf cart as it was jettisoned into the pond, the golf resort pond. But there's this golf club, this country club that I think A-Rod goes to or has been to a couple times, somewhere in Westchester. And this is in high school. A couple of my big group of my friends and I, we snuck on at night. We walked through the whole course. At night too? And at night, and we found like this utility cart.
Oh no!
And one of them decided to drive it into a pond. So, yeah.
How'd you talk this one? Did you just say like, "Yo, we fucked up"?
Nah, we never.
Or you just let the cart? Did the cart just?
It just sunk, and they couldn't figure out who did it.
What the?
And it wasn't me. I didn't do anything.
So like, in this pond, allegedly, there's a golf cart in there. Like a mystery.
Well, obviously it's been pulled out. It's not like an actual deep. It's like on the golf course. Okay. On the golf course, they got those little, those ponds kind of. You could still see it. It like sunk, but you could still see it.
That's hilarious.
But they definitely took it out. They definitely took that shit out. But that was a crazy night, man. That was a crazy night.
Someone had a day at work when they had to go and see they had to pull out a golf cart. All right, man. So let's switch it up to the conversational. This is a conversation world questionnaire. and just like the past questionnaire, but just more fun and more like things to start conversations and to feel good in a rapid fire type of way. So you ready for the conversation world questionnaire?
Let's do it.
All right. My first question on this is, what social stigma does society need to get over?
Social stigma that society needs to get over, man. That's a ton of social stigmas. Uh, I feel the biggest social stigma is that your skin color, man.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking when I said
Racism, that's the biggest thing we gotta overcome. We still probably will never overcome. That's the biggest social construct, social stigma. Like, even no matter where you look in society, from media to everyday life, like, it's still heavily influential on people, and it's still obviously there. So that's the biggest fucking social construct we have in this damn society.
and that's why we need Cheech's generation and to stop and to know that no one's different like that. You might be different literally because of your skin color, but the human aspect of life is not different at all. We're all humans, should be treated equally.
Exactly.
So, number 2 in this questionnaire is, do aliens exist?
For sure, bro. For sure. I saw a post today on Twitter. I forget from where, but they said that like the Secretary of Defense or something just admitted that there was this anomaly they saw, like this UFO actually like traveled at the speed of light and was
Fuck.
doing some things that a normal human aircraft couldn't do. But like, no, it didn't say speed of light. It said it broke the sound. It was
Speed
so
of
fast
sound?
it would. Yeah, but like it didn't. It was some weird shit.
Well,
Them motherfuckers definitely exist. They definitely exist
it was
for
just
sure.
different.
Different, man. Not no jet type of thing, man.
That's why we got to be cool with these aliens when they come through.
You got to, man. Any second they'll murk us, man. You gotta watch Twilight Zone, man. They tell you exactly how they're gonna take us out.
Oh, yo, I like this question for you, Gabe. What brand are you most loyal to?
Uh, I'm not loyal to any brand.
That's a good
Nah,
answer
man.
too.
That's crazy. Nah. Corporate slavery is a big thing. I say that's another social
Stigma to
kind
break.
of like social, yeah, being a slave to a brand, man.
Yeah,
That's another thing we got to break through.
not like corporate influence our life.
Hmm.
What's the closest thing to real magic?
Crackheads doing magic. Crackheads doing magic, man. I'm telling you, ever see a crackhead do magic?
Like
I don't
the people
know.
who run up to
Just
you on the streets, like, yo, see this, do you see this? Check this out.
let me show you this trick. And it's like, oh man, or like they just do some wild shit. Like they'll do a backflip off of like a 10-story building and like not phase them. Like that's some real superhero type shit, man. I'm
And you gotta
telling you.
tip them after.
You're right. You got to, man. They put on a show.
Yo, number 5, Gabe. What's the funniest name you actually ever heard?
Funniest name?
Yeah.
Like a person's name?
Yeah.
Oh, literally there's a yeah, fuck. How does it go again? Uh if you ever watch, well, it's not really like a specific name, but this skit on Mad TV that I used to love when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And it was basically like, oh, sign up for your porn name. Like what's and like everyone's going through like he's like one name was like um oh, the dude, the Bobby Lee, he came up.
Mhm.
She was like, what's your porn name? He was like, Hung Low. And she was like, oh, that's such a cute name. Are you gonna do good? And he's like, all right, so where do I get my driver's license from? And she's like, oh, the DMV's next door. But like, they're doing like some crazy names. It was like Ronald McFondle instead of Ronald McDonald. That was another one. But if you watch that skit on Mad TV, that's like some of the funniest names I've ever heard.
Yo, random funny names that involve porn. I heard there's this porno name called, we know The Price is Right. This porno's called
No.
the Booty is Right.
Oh no, that's just parody. Just one big parody, man. It's just ridiculous.
The
It's just
Booty is
ridiculous.
Right.
God damn.
Man. What game have you spent the most hours playing?
Game I spent the most hours playing? That's tough. There's too many games. How about you? What game? What's the game you made? And I'll piggyback off of that because I can't decide.
I'll go with any of the GTAs, like as a whole, the GTA franchise I spent
Okay,
too much
yeah.
time on. Madden, 2K, MLB, The Show, games I played a lot. I played a lot of Super Mario, Mario 64 in particular. And then I had the 64.
Yeah, Caitlin was playing it the other day on the Switch.
Oh fuck! I need to get one of those. They bringing all the old games back like that.
They did, yeah. I got Super Mario Sunshine, and I got
say
Super
less.
Mario 64, and then I got Super Mario Galaxy. It was like this 3-pack game they sold with all 3 of those games for the Switch. So I got that. Luckily.
You out here?
But I'm gonna say definitely. You got me GTA 4, man. That's the GOAT. That was the GOAT.
I would do anything to play GTA 4 again, bro.
I got that. I still got that game. I still play it every now and then. It's just timeless, and it's like, man, I'm in New York committing crimes. That's fire.
Yo, man, pulling up in Liberty City. Yo, I had Nico. I had Nico. I had a boss that looked just like Nico, bro. It was
that's
creepy.
Fire. Did he sound like him?
Yeah, he did actually. Like literally.
No way.
My man Steve. What a great boss, but also like he let us do what we want low key, but his boss, our other boss, he sucked, man. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, I said this boss, I'll just say his name, Bob. Evil man. I might have to beat that out, but that guy sucks. Yeah, sucks so much. I'm never gonna forget his name.
No, I mean it's an evil name.
I would love to have him on the podcast, bro. Me and Kim could air our grievances.
Yeah, that'd be crazy, right? Kind of like an Oprah.
In my dream, I would say, first question, why were you such a fucking bitch?
Oh, yeah.
That's only my dreams, though. I can't start a podcast.
Yeah. Imagine.
Oh, man. So my next question is, what's the most ridiculous thing you ever bought? I'd have to say Bumble Premium.
This man bought Bumble Premium.
At one point,
bro.
I wasn't getting any matches, bro. I was lonely. I was a lonely man. You know what? It still didn't work. It wasn't that long ago.
I never went that route. Never. Man. Most ridiculous thing. It's escaping me right now. Damn. What was it? I'm trying to figure it out. Oh my god. I really got to think about this now. Oh shit.
Was this like a car? Was this a night out? Was this like some type of thing or some service? Did you get a Brazzers account like someone we know?
No. Yeah, right. Like someone we know. Yeah. No, I never did. I never bought anything like that. That's crazy.
Yeah, like I said, I never bought.
I never would have. I never ever bought it. I remember I what did I buy that was ridiculous? Oh, I don't remember. I cannot remember for the life of me right now. Yeah, I can't remember. Honestly, I'm drawing a blank on this one. There's so many. I'm sure there's so many things out there that I wish I never bought. I was like, damn, I really wasted my money. I can't think of it.
It's all good. It's all good. If let us know if it comes back to mind.
Definitely.
So with that, my next question for you is, what's the most amazing place in nature that you ever been to?
I forget the name unfortunately, but last summer, my girlfriend Caitlin and we went to this I guess you could say it was like a botanical garden kind of thing
Mhm.
up where we live, but it's a enclosed like little flower park. And it's got like a big trail that goes around this massive lake, and they've got all types of trees, like tall ass red trees or whatever. They got all kind of flowers and like fields and like kind of like stone structures with like water coming, like natural waterfalls and stuff. I
Wow.
gotta find the name of this flower park. But her and I went there last summer. It was the most beautiful thing. I don't go hiking. I don't really care for nature like that. But because of her, like I was like, damn, babe, like this is actually really, really dope. Like I actually want to go back there this summer. But it's a nice walk. It's really nice.
So it's somewhere in upstate New York.
Yeah, like around Poughkeepsie.
All right, cool, cool. So my next question is second to last. What TV character would it be most fun to change places with for a week?
Give me Paulie Walnuts.
You want to be Polly Walnuts for
Give
the
me
week?
Paulie Walnuts for a week, man. I definitely want to be Paulie Walnuts for a
This is my
week.
this is my favorite Polly Walnuts hand movement.
Yeah,
Shut the fuck up.
I totally.
Forget about it. Yo,
Hey,
Tony, this
yo,
is not
I
funny.
could, I could be Paulie Walnuts for a week. That'd be awesome.
What would be the first thing you do as a Polly Walnuts?
Paulie Walnuts probably probably go down to Little Italy, eat some, order some spaghetti like him. Like, oh, what are you doing? I want, you
Yo,
know.
my favorite,
I'd
he's
probably
like,
do some really Italian shit like that. I would do if I was Paulie Walnuts.
Tony Sirico, the real actor's name. It's just so funny. His name was actually Tony. He always like, hey,
Yeah.
Tone. I remember Robert Eiler, who played AJ Soprano. He was on part of my take once. I was listening.
Mhm.
Talked about the good old days. And it's like one time Tony Sirico came up to me, gave me $100. Like, don't forget this from your Uncle Tony.
Don't forget. Yeah, he's amazing. He's dope.
Oh man, definitely. Yo, the last question, Gabe. We've been at it for another classic hour and a half episode. That's how you know it was real. Felt like only 15 minutes, man. So
Yeah, man.
can always
Time
talk to
flies
you.
when you having fun.
I hope you want to do it again and again, man.
You already know, man.
Fuck yeah.
I'm doing this, man. I'm in on this. I love
Bro,
this.
you're in the brand, bro. You're a part of the brand. You are a guest host with me on this. Dead
I love
ass.
it. Let's do it, man. I'm down.
Appreciate it, dude. Thank you, man. Thank you for being part of this and making the show possible.
Of course, thank you for having me, man. Thank you
Absolutely,
for
dude.
letting me come back. I've been waiting for this for a while now.
I told you now. You're one of my Joey Diaz's in this, man. I really mean it.
Yeah, I'm about to live up to it for you. I'm gonna live up to Coco, man.
Trust me, man. You really have, man. You really have it. Random. Coke, you fuck with Theo Vaughn? Not really.
Nah, I can't really say I do. I don't really care for that guy. I
It's all good.
know who he is, but I never. I remember. I think it was on Joe Rogan's podcast. They were like flaming him one day. It's pretty funny. I forget he did something. He did something last year or something. But yeah, no, I don't follow Theo Vaughn.
Well, I fuck with him. He was that dude's just an awesome Louisiana boy to listen to. But he was at Joey Diaz's podcast last week, so it was just a good listen.
Oh, Joey Diaz podcast is dope. Yeah.
Uncle Joey's joint. And then before
Yep.
that, the Church of What's Happening Now, probably
Yeah.
top 3 names of podcasts with his
Yeah.
boy Lee. Fucking Lee, man.
Wow. Coco. He's the best in the biz.
He's
Man.
gonna be in Many Saints in Newark.
Of course, yeah.
Yo,
Yep, he is.
imagine though, Gabe, just one day you, me, and Coco sitting. We talk about as fellow podcasters, the three of us
Yeah, right. He's
kicking it. He's giving us, all right, what's up, you motherfuckers? What do you want to know about this business?
He's a legend. He's a legend, man.
Well, just like you, Gabe, just like you. My final question is, when was the last time you laughed really hard? And what was it for? Besides this show,
man.
of course.
What did I do? God damn. Oh man, I'm trying to think back. It's so hard to think back to like specific things sometimes. Oh yeah, it was at dinner. It was at dinner with my girlfriend, I think. We were just like the whole time, we were just like cracking on like this motherfucking guy was so loud. The table across the room, he was so loud the whole night. I was just like, yo, that's my bro, but you gotta shut up. And then we were like, and I was flaming all the waiters and stuff. And I was flaming this table that was sitting behind us because they kept, they walk around with the food, with the skewers that has all the meat on it.
Mm-hmm.
And they kept going to this one table behind us with this white family. And I was like, bro, like we're right here. You have not fed us yet. I was like, man, these people are fat asses. They keep taking. This dude came with a whole thing of lamb, like a whole lamb. He came. I was like, oh, that's definitely gonna come to us next. And it didn't. The dude, it disappeared. And then one dude came with a bunch of chicken, like Parmesan chicken. And fucking thing. They're just taking. I see him like two at a time. Like, damn, can you say something for us, man? Like, goddamn. And then this fucking guy. When we first got to the place, we had to, she set the reservation, but we had to wait outside a bit for them to bring us in. Mm-hmm. And this guy is like, this woman is out there, she's like asking us for her name and everything. And then this guy comes up, he's like, yeah, I want to get a table, please. And she's like, all right, it's gonna be 2.5 hours. 2.5 hour wait.
He said that to
it was already 7:15 when we got there. That was when our reservation was. And we end up finishing dinner. We leave, right? The moment we leave, him and his girl is coming in. So he really waited 2.5 hours to eat at this at Texas Day Brazil. I was just like, bro, are you serious? This man really waited 2.5 hours?
Is the food worth 2.5 hour wait? There are a few places I would wait 2.5 hours in this world.
See, I would say yeah, but the thing is, COVID really changed this place. The service is different. The food is not as plentiful as it was before COVID. So if this was before COVID, I say hell yeah. But because of COVID, not really.
2.5 hours.
That's 2.5 hours.
That's a long movie, man.
The dude waited. This dude had like fire truck red pants on, like red, like there was red as a fire truck. And I was like, bro, what are you?
He must really like his shorty.
This dude must really want to fucking come here that bad. I was like, he wasn't even that good. Like, come on. Yo, but that was just a funny night.
I was in a park. I was getting lunch at a park today, right? And I overheard this dude saying, "It's like, yeah." Then this girl ran buck naked out of my house. That's what he just said.
Just out of nowhere.
And he was like, yo, you want to know the funniest thing I ever heard? Overhearing someone, I once walked out of the grocery store and like this couple was arguing and she said the most savage thing I've ever heard. She said, "It was me who called your boss a fat ass at the Christmas party."
Oh man. That's savage.
I just, the few times you ever hear something, you're just like, ha ha ha. Like she clearly heard me.
You did that out.
I couldn't.
I wouldn't be able to. Yeah.
I was the one who called your boss a fat ass at the Christmas party.
Nah, I would be like that too. Yeah.
Yo, Gabe, I could talk to you all day. You're
Yeah,
the freaking
facts.
man. Thank you so much
You
for
the
coming
man.
on
Nah,
again.
you are. Thank you for having me, boss. Thank you.
And like I said, just can't wait to do this again as you're part of the brand. And thank you for being a
For
part of the
sure.
brand.
We got many more episodes, man.
Hell yeah, we
Many
do.
more.
And once you're ready to chill or comfortable, whether you come to the whack or even come up to you if you want, we could do
Oh,
this in
I'm gonna
person
let you
too.
know. Me, like I said, me and Kailen, we're definitely going back out there.
Yo,
We definitely
say
going back
less.
out for that ramen, man.
Say less, my friend. It's gonna be a great time. But with that and doing more of these shows with you, can't wait to keep making great moves with you.
For sure, man. For sure, big bro. We're gonna do this.
Can't fucking wait, man. You the man, Gabe. And I'll talk to you really soon, my friend. God bless.
Peace, peace, internet. Peace, Maddie B. Make sure you guys tune in.
That's just, and you learn it from the great man himself. Keep tuning in, guys. All right. Thanks again. That's my great fake Gabe. That's my great friend, Gabe Yeefoon. Thank you so much for the vibes, my friend. I'll talk to you soon.
Peace.